Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your October 2016 reading. Look, I'm really sorry it's late. I'm going to be trying to record everybody a little bit earlier in the month. I don't really like doing readings like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before for the coming month. It's just something I don't like doing. I like to do it closer to the month. It's just something, just what I like to do. But I will see if I can record these sort of a few days, before, because I do get very busy with the personals in the month. Already there's quite a few personals on at the minute, so everybody's done in time obviously with the personal readings, but it does have a slight impact on getting the generals out in time sometimes. Obviously because they're paying customers, but that's not to say that you're any less important. Those of you that can't afford a reading, those of you that just prefer to look at the generals rather than have a personal, which is fine. So Cancerians, if you'd like a private reading with me, go here, www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. It's an interesting reading. It's really interesting actually, because what I try and do when I'm doing a reading, Cancer, is I try and this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, I try and look at all aspects, or as many aspects as I possibly can in readings. Your general energy for the month is the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Pentacles. And that's a really interesting combination, because that can mean many, many things, funnily enough. It can mean as a combination for better and for worse. Because when I pulled this out, this spread, I thought Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. You can't get two cards that are at completely different ends of the scale. The Ten of Pentacles is where we have enough. So where we're comfortable, where we're settled, where we're experiencing a time of financial, the Pentacles are kind of spiritual, but they're more to do with the depth of a situation. So if you get the Ten of Pentacles in terms of relationships, this is where a relationship is probably built up over a number of years or a great deal of time. So for me, it always indicates a long-term relationship where we transcend love. It's more about getting, really knowing each other, the Ten of Pentacles for me. So it's not, you get the Ten of Cups and it's feeling really happy and really emotionally content, and, you're really in love and you just feel such happiness in terms of your family situation. Whereas the Ten of Pentacles goes a little bit more for me deeper than that, because it talks about generations. You've got a child here, you've got the dogs, you've got an old person sitting at the back here. You've got two people that are speaking to one another. So for me, this is a really lovely and vibrant atmosphere where there is it transcends far more than just feeling emotionally happy. It's more to do with the depth of a relationship, the things that we share in relationships. So shared resources, money, home, family especially, different generations of family, talking to one another, understanding one another, being on the same page. When you get tens in readings, Cancerians, it's where there is enough. It's so kind of, you're at the height of it. So the Ten of Swords is, I'm experiencing the most pain that I could possibly feel or experience, mentally and emotionally. The Ten of Cups, the most happiness that you could possibly experience. The Ten of Wands, the most struggle, the most stress, the most pressure that you could experience. And the Ten of Pentacles, the most wealth and the most, the most abundance, the most richness in terms of family that you could experience. But then we get the Five, and this is kind of like the poverty card. This is the card that says that there is a lack in one's security. So, when I said for better or for worse, for some of you guys it will be, because your advice card is, oopsie daisy. The advice card is the Strength card for the month. And when you get strength, it means to hold in there. Strength can mean to be restrained. It can mean to restrain ourselves from anger. It can mean to hold someone down, or to, if this is a love situation, it can mean that two people are building real trust. So for some of you guys, it will be a situation where you are building trust with another in the month of October. You might be going through difficult times, Cancerians, but it's about for better and for worse. Because funnily enough, contrary to popular belief with that Five of Pentacles, that can be a relationship where two people really support one another through difficult times. And we know with the Ten of Pentacles, this is not a difficult time relationship. This is a relationship where everything's going well, where people have everything that they need together. They've really built a really solid, stable, secure environment together. But this card says, well, there is a lack in one's security, so it's half of this. Okay, sometimes you get the Five of Pentacles and where this is where somebody's feeling shut out. But we can't always go with what these, you know, normal general meanings are, because you've really, when you're looking at the tarot, got to look at, and the best cards to use are the Rider-Waite as far as I'm concerned, because they show the most vivid pictures and the pictures that you can kind of derive something from. So why is it on the Ten of Pentacles we have a happy, vibrant, well-to-do family, and on the Five of Pentacles it seems that, could it be that these two people here who are quite happy together, they're talking, they're on the same page, they have a good rapport together, they're living a life in effect of a sort of luxury? Why is it that they've gone to a Five? Well, they're still together on the Five, because I feel these two people here are the two people here. And that's why I came up with the idea for better, for worse, and that strength as the advice is to hold in there. And these can still be the two people, because we're seeing two people here on the Ten of Pentacles, two people here on the Five of Pentacles, and your advice card is the Strength card. There's two objects here, and though this is a lion and this is a woman, it could be that one of you is enraged, maybe by your impoverished conditions. Maybe something's happened here and you're going through really difficult times. And the Strength card could mean, as an advice card, you know, give your partner support. Give your partner support, because one of you might be finding it more difficult than the other. So I do feel that in the month of October, the general energy for some of you can be for better, for worse. And when the going gets tough, you've really got to be in there to help your partner out, to help your friends out, to be there as a root, because that's what strength's about. Strength is about being inwardly confident and being inwardly strong, and knowing that even when you face a difficult situation, that you can overcome an obstacle by being one another's support, by trusting in others, by trusting in ourselves. So I feel, Cancerians, you know, part of this reading is saying that through the month of October 2016, that you will overcome obstacles, but it's by being strong, and it's by looking out for others. And if it's for better or for worse, that you and your partner, for example, are sticking together or trying to stick together through a time of difficulty, whatever that time of difficulty might be, it might be that the Strength card is saying hold in there, because you will overcome this time of difficulty. For some of you guys, it could be that there are inheritances. But as a result of inheritances, there might be a state of lack of security due to that. Or it might be that a couple of you might be feeling pushed out in the cold. Maybe somebody within the family has gained more than you have. Because you have two cards that are at juxtaposition. They're completely at different ends of the spectrum if you were to look at them as two separate cards and what they actually mean. But they can mean the same thing as well. Being together, staying together through a crisis. One card represents affluence, one card represents impoverishment. So affluence and impoverishment as words don't really meet. They don't really sum up, because they're completely two different states of experience. The only thing that brings those things together is when people stick together through times of difficulty and through times of need. Okay, so I feel that on one hand it could be for better, for worse, sticking together through thick and thin, through the difficult times. Hence, Strength is an advice card. Hold in there, because you will overcome obstacles. For some of you guys, it might be that somebody is in something for the long haul here. Okay, and for some of you guys, it might be that you need to restrain from this individual, because still we stay with the premise of for better or for worse, but it might be that somebody is in something for the long haul and maybe you're not. And Strength, therefore, could be saying in the month of October, stick to your guns, refrain from what your inner desires tell you to do, because the Strength card represents the inward desires that we need to contain and that we need to hold back on, Cancerians, some of the time. Okay, so this Strength card here, the lion is the desire. The woman is us. So the woman represents the human being that needs to contain its inward desires. We know that a lion roars and a lion rages. So sometimes it's best to hold back on what our rage is, or hold back on the things that we feel that we want to do, we just want to go for. But perhaps it's just not the best time to do anything. So maybe the best time with this card, the advice card is saying just stand still and don't move forward with anything that you are unsure of or anything that you will feel an impulsion to move forward to, even though you might feel this isn't the right time for me to do something. Let's have a look at what your 8 cards are saying in the reading. So we have, what was interesting is we have the Wheel of Fortune showing here. Now when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it often talks about unexpected things that happen. So I remember once I did a reading on myself, I don't ask questions. If I do readings on myself, it's usually because I want to see what happens so that I can sort of note down what happened and how it kind of factored in with the card, so I can generally come out with different meanings. So that's why I will always do my own. I don't ask a question as such. Usually I'll just say, just tarot, tell me something that I need to know. And I'll do a Celtic cross, but I'll only really focus on the immediate future, because in the cross, which should show the present and the past, I can see what's going on there. But in the immediate future, I don't know what's happening. So once it came up with the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands, so I knew that somebody was potentially coming to me. I was like, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, unexpected. There's going to be an unexpected individual. And it was the Queen of Wands. And it was funny because in the influences coming in, it showed me as the Four of Pentacles. And then the side of me was the Two of Cups in the reverse. This lady had called me from a recruitment agency saying she had a job for me. Now, I run Carol's Universe. It's very successful now, so I have no need to work in another office, and I don't plan to. Not through all the experience I've been through, I guess. But this lady, out of the blue, Wheel of Fortune out of the blue, showed up. So, Wheel of Fortune out of the blue, unexpected, and it was a lady. So a lady came out of the blue. She came out of the Wheel of Fortune in the immediate future. The influences around that showed me sticking to my guns, the Four of Pentacles. I feel secure in what I do. I'm financially secure with what I do. Therefore, the Two of Cups was showing I had no need of a partnership, because the Two of Cups was in the reverse. So when you get Two of Cups in the reverse, it's about failed partnerships or non-agreements. So I was secure in what I was doing with the Four of Pentacles. Therefore, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, I knew I didn't have any need to form a partnership with this woman and her recruitment agency. And in the outcome for me, it showed us the Strength card, which is where I was holding back. I was absolutely adamant with the Strength card. And the Lovers showed up next to it. So I was adamant and with the Lovers in the decision that I'd made. Because Lovers means decision. The Strength card can mean to be adamant. So I was adamant in the decision I'd made, because the influences were I'm quite secure in my finances. Two of Cups in the reverse. Therefore, I have no need for a partnership. But the immediate future showed this lady coming in, and it happened. She offered me a job. I said no. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, woman out of the blue coming in. She was from a recruitment agency. Usually, if it's somebody that's work related, it will show up as a King of Wands or a Queen of Wands a lot of the time. So she was coming in out of the blue, contacted me about a job. Influences coming in. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups in the reverse. I felt no need to go for this because I'm securing what I'm doing, and therefore in the overall outcome I was completely adamant and secure in I held back from making that decision. I was adamant in the decision I'd made. So this is why, sorry, but I'm just trying to give you explanations, okay? Sometimes I remember one reading I did this and someone, we expect you to talk not about, so I'm giving you examples, all right? So just go with it. So Wheel of Fortune is often what is unexpected. And we have the Three of Pentacles next door to this. So it could be that there is an unexpected meeting happening in the month of October 2016, okay? It seems to be, for some of you guys, it could be money related, because we've got two money cards at the top here. Ten of Pentacles, which goes to a Five of Pentacles. So there could be insecurity. If you look at the Five of Pentacles, insecurity in the family finances, for example, because the Ten of Pentacles often refers to family finances, and the Five of Pentacles often refers to insecure finances. So insecurity, a lack of finances, or not getting the finances that you want, poverty, that type of thing. So there could be, for the general thing, could also be not just for better, for worse, but also insecurity in family finances. And the advice card is hold in there, because you will overcome these obstacles. We see around this, there might be an unexpected meeting happening because you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. I always look at the directions of the cards as well. If I were to get the Three of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune, this would say that maybe some form of a meeting, collaboration would be leading maybe to some good fortune here. Because with the Three of Pentacles, this is a card that suggests potential agreements. It could suggest meetings. It can suggest work-based situations that are coming to you. But it's not one of those cards, you know, you need to get a Four of Pentacles afterwards to say that you've secured something as far as I'm concerned. Because the Four of Pentacles is about security and wealth, whereas this is more the speculation of it. Okay, this doesn't always lead to success. It really doesn't. What it says is we're speculating on something. If you look at this card here, there are two people here who are showing plans to a workman, a skilled workman. So they're asking for advice. And the advice that they're asking for is, I need you to do something here. So these people are asking for advice, and they're also asking the skilled workman, what can you do for me? We've got these plans here, and I need you some advice on what you can do with these plans. So this is really the card that, for me, that says, you know, there is progress that is being made with a particular plan. And if the Wheel of Fortune is shown after that Three of Pentacles, to me this would have said that those plans should show up, should turn out to be quite successful. Because the Wheel of Fortune, in effect, is, be careful with this Wheel of Fortune card. A lot of readers will interpret this card as being the card of luck, and it can be, definitely. But it depends, because you can get something like a Nine of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Pentacles. Now, Nine of Pentacles we know to be a card that suggests you've got to look at the cards for what they are. So you get something like the Ten of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune. It can show a downturn in your finances. So if we were to have that Ten of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune, it might be telling you, well, you're secure here, but there might be with that Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune turns for good or bad, whether it's in the upright or reverse. Don't ever get it twisted that the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is the bad card, is the bad position to have that at. It's not, because the Wheel of Fortune upright can just be just as bad. This wheel is always turning, so it's fate. It's what the universe brings in. It's things that you're not expecting. So it can be that you feel completely secure here, but the Wheel of Fortune might be letting you know, well, there'll be a downturn in this situation here. Okay? Whereas you get the Wheel of Fortune first, it says you should have some luck coming in, and it's going to result in that. Great abundance, great wealth. It might even mean a windfall of money. That type of thing. It's the same for the Five of Pentacles. You get the Five of Pentacles first, and this shows financial lack. But the Wheel of Fortune after it should say, well, there should be a change coming in around that. So you won't be impoverished. You get the Ten of Pentacles first, Wheel of Fortune. You're going good with finances, but there might be a change in this setup. You get the Five of Pentacles first and the Wheel of Fortune. Nothing's going very well here financially, so you might get a stroke of good luck with that Wheel of Fortune. So always be careful around that card, because it's not as lucky as some people think. All right, Wheel of Fortune is things that are unexpected, turns of events. So depending on what that first card is, it should show how things are going to go. Wheel of Fortune after that Three of Pentacles says that there is progress being made here. Some information, something is being planned here. These people are looking for a good outcome. And with this Wheel of Fortune, to me, this says that the progress that's being made here should actually result in something lucky. So something really good coming up. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune first, and then the Three of Pentacles. So to me, the thing with the tarot is it's hard. It can be very difficult. Really, it can. It's not as easy as people think, because the cards are multifaceted in their meanings. They really, really are. So you've got to use your intuition to think about, well, if we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, we could say, well, there's a lucky venture happening here. And it could be a lucky venture. If we were to look at the keywords as Three of Pentacles venture, Wheel of Fortune luck. But the Wheel of Fortune can also mean unexpected. So it could be unexpected meetings, because the Three of Pentacles often means a meeting. It could be unexpected progress as well around a situation here. And I'll say that it could be unexpected progress or an unexpected meeting, because what we have next door to it is the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands often deals with creative projects. So it deals with confidence, ambition, moving things. Things are taking real, picking up quite a pace when you get this card. This can be a person as well. For some of you guys, it might be that, and it's interesting that your general energy is the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, because I read that as, at first, for better, for worse. Being in it for the long haul. And the advice card is strength. Keep strong, be patient, because you will overcome obstacles. For some of you guys, it might be a work-related thing, just judging by all the pentacle cards, which can be attributed to work situations. I'm going to read this first as work. So it could be that there is an unexpected meeting that some of you guys are called to in the month of October. And it might be something to do with somebody else's job, or a job that you thought somebody else had. Because we've got a Queen of Swands here. And she's usually a very, very self-obsessed. I shouldn't really explain her as that, but she can be. She represents Aries, and she is the type of person who likes to be number one. She hates competition. She wants to beat off all her competitors a lot of the time. So this is, when you get a Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's a very, very driven character. However, she seems to be looking towards the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords can often mean block out, or it can mean obstacles, okay? Or it can mean somebody has a dilemma. So she might be looking at a dilemma, okay? This lady here. This lady is not you, Cancerians, because you're showing up here. I'll show you why in a moment. So it might be in a work situation, there is an external individual who seems to be facing a dilemma, maybe on a partnership, a job, because we've got the Two of Cups underneath. Now, never get it twisted that because there are cups, it means love. We'll read it as love in a moment as well. But Two of Cups is really an agreement, okay? So it could be that there is a female or a male, Queen of Wands, usually an Aries individual, doesn't have to be though, fire sign, but doesn't have to be a fire sign either. These cards can represent every one of us, no matter what they are. But let's just say there's a person here, but they seem to face a dilemma with that Two of Swords, because it's surrounding something of a agreement with the Two of Cups that they seem to be struggling with that Ten of Wands. So it could be for some of you guys, you get a lucky break, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune, lucky, and the Three of Pentacles, break or meeting or development. So it could be that somebody around you, maybe in a workplace environment, faces a dilemma over an agreement. There's a struggle with this. So it looks like somebody's in the forefront, or they're the forerunner in terms of a job or a promotion or something like that. But it looks like there's difficulties on an agreement here for one person. It's not you though, because I feel that there is a lucky development coming in for you with that Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. Something that you didn't expect though. So it could be that suddenly there's a meeting, you're called to a meeting, because there is a person who was in the frame, maybe for a particular job, but there's been some disagreements or problems around putting them into that particular job. Okay, this person might have another option. So they might have, been in the framework to take on a particular job, but they might be in two minds about this, and therefore with the agreement there seems to be some form of a struggle. Or the Ten of Wands can suggest that they walk away from the agreement, because we've got the Ten of Wands turning its back on that Two of Cups, and it seems like it's a struggle, but they walk away from an agreement. So it could be that there is someone around you in a workplace environment, this Queen of Wands. However, she might be in two minds over this particular job, and it could be that this agreement she walks away from with that Ten of Wands facing out of the Two of Cups. So therefore it might be that you have a lucky development. You're called to a meeting, it's unexpected, but you don't know about this yet because you've got your back turned. You're the Queen of Cups, Cancerian's a Queen of Cups. This is something you don't know about yet, but it seems to involve the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, we know, can be managers. Okay, they can be at the helm of things. They can be business leaders, for example. So it seems that you have your back turned to a King of Pentacles because you're not aware that he's seeing. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles here, and he's looking directly at the Two of Cups, this relationship. But somebody seems to be struggling with it. And I bet it's the Queen of Wands, because she's in two minds. Maybe over something that she's been offered here. If you can see those cards together. She's looking over at the Two of Swords. She's in two minds. And this is what seems to be causing the problem with this relationship, the Two of Cups. That the King of Pentacles looking over at. But she seems to have turned her back on it. And therefore, it could be in the month of October 2016, for some of you Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising, that you have a bit of luck on your side concerning the development within a workplace environment. Perhaps even a promotion, because this can mean promotions as well. So maybe you're looking at a lucky promotion here because somebody else didn't want the job, that type of thing. So therefore, the energies, the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, it could mean that, well, the Ten of Pentacles is the most abundance that you can have, but the Five of Pentacles is kind of like the least, or it's half of that. But the way that I'm reading this is, you know, in it for the long haul, for better, for worse. All right, so it could mean that you're still in the frame for something here, even if you think that you're not, and you probably don't think that you are, because you've got your back turned. You've got your back turned to the King of Pentacles. You can't see the Wheel of Fortune, and you can't see the Three of Pentacles. Can you see that? So there you are, Cancerians. And you have your back turned to that King of Pentacles. You're not seeing the Three of Pentacles, and that's right above his head. So he's thinking about a meeting. This Wheel of Fortune is right above your head, though. So it's something that you're not seeing right now. You're not seeing that this unexpected meeting or unexpected development is coming in via the King of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles is looking over at the Two of Cups. But there is a struggle with the Queen of Wands, who seems to be in two minds around this. So therefore, with that Ten of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles, there's something with those cards that says, you know, no matter what you're going through, no matter even if there is a struggle here, it's being in it for better, for worse. So stick in there. And this would really kind of tie up with the Strength card and say, you know what? Hold in there. Because even if you feel that you haven't got something in the month of October, you might just be in for a lucky break. For some of you guys, it might be a love situation as well. And it might be a lover that has not been around for a while, Cancerian. I'm getting somebody might be looking or thinking about coming back to you. Potentially. And I feel it might be this King of Pentacles individual. Alright? But I feel that this person had somebody else before. Because we've got a Queen of Wands that shows up here. Now, the King of Pentacles lies diagonally to that Queen of Wands. And what she's facing, she's looking over at the Two of Cups. Okay? So it seems to me that this King of Pentacles is underscoring the Queen of Wands. And maybe the reason why that she's in the two minds about this relationship. It could be that there is a relationship between both of these people, but there's been real burdens. Maybe somebody's walked away. I feel that another person has walked away from this King of Pentacles individual, which is why it could be that you have a lucky development in terms of an individual that you like, an individual maybe that you haven't seen in a while. If this King of Pentacles is somebody, it can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But I feel that this person is still very much interested in you in the month of October 2016. But it could be due to a breakup with somebody else. The King of Pentacles could also be this person on the Two of Swords. So potentially he has blocked out this Queen of Wands. Because there was a relationship potentially that the King of Pentacles struggled with. And therefore, because of this situation here, the Wheel of Fortune, out of the blue, you might meet this person with that Three of Pentacles. So there might be a meeting out of the blue. You might just happen upon this individual. You're not seeing it again because you've got your back turned to everything. You're the one with you. You're not in it. You're not in the thick of things at the moment. So you're not seeing really what's going on here, Cancerians. But I feel that in the month of October 2016, there could also be somebody who wants to come back to you. Because I feel out of the blue, there might be some developments within this situation. Could be a love triangle. But also it might be that you just happen upon this person just out of the blue, unexpectedly. This person might come back to you. Because we've got that Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles as a general word can mean meetings. So there might be an unexpected meeting that the King of Pentacles is thinking about, but you don't know about, which is why it's unexpected. And it could be because someone has blocked out, this Queen of Wands may have blocked out the King of Pentacles. She might be in two minds about him, or it could be that he's blocked her out. So she's looking at block out. Because maybe this relationship is too much of a struggle. So I'm feeling two things about this reading. The first thing I think is a career reading potentially, that you might get a lucky break in terms of a job that you're already in. I'm sensing for some of you guys it might be a promotion. But I feel that for some of you guys, you may feel that you haven't got something because there was already a front runner. But something might go wrong with that front runner in the month of October 2016, in which they might turn down the job because they've got other interests elsewhere. There might be a conflict of interest, for example, with this Queen of Wands, because she's looking over at the Two of Swords. And sometimes the Two of Swords means a conflict of interest. It could be that she has two paths that she could go down. She's in a dilemma. She makes her mind up maybe to walk away from this agreement. And therefore, what comes in is a lucky break with the Wheel of Fortune, a lucky development for you, Cancerians. Because you're not seeing it, because you're the Queen of Cups and you're looking that way. But the King of Cups definitely has his eye on the Two of Cups, an agreement. And I feel that it will be around you, because somebody has potentially bailed out. So the advice card is that even if you think things are not happening in the month of October, that hang in there, because you might be able to overcome this obstacle. So if you feel that you haven't got a job because somebody else, I'm sensing it's more a promotion than anything else, could be a new job there. All right, I feel that for some of you there will be an unexpected meeting. You're not seeing it yet. But the King of Cups is looking over at this agreement. He's looking over at the Two of Cups. So he's looking at bringing in this negotiation, if you like. Because the Queen of Wands is in two minds. And she's probably decided to leave something. So I feel for some of you guys, yes, there's something that tells me that somebody was in the front running seat for a job, but they bailed out. And because they bailed out, I feel it will be your lucky day in the month of October. As I've said, for some of you guys, I feel this might be a romantic thing, whereby this King of Pentacles is looking over at a relationship with you, because we've got him looking directly over at that Two of Cups. The Ten of Wands might be that he's finding it difficult to come forward, because Ten of Wands often means I've got a whole heap of stress on me. So it's the most stress you can get. You're not seeing this though, because you've got your back turned to the King of Pentacles. So I don't feel that you're seeing in the month of October that there is someone who's interested possibly in a relationship with you. But with the Ten of Wands, they might be struggling to come forward. And that's because somebody else, this Queen of Wands, they might have either blocked her out or she's blocked him out. So therefore it could be that there is an unexpected development that happens for you. I feel that the general energy of for better or for worse with this Ten of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles might be on the side of the King of Pentacles, because he is the same suit. He's the one that's thinking about the meeting between you. And he's the one that feels for better for worse. So I just get the sense that if somebody has left your life, Cancerians, they might want to come back because they've always liked you, or they've always felt something very deep for you. When you get love cards, especially Pentacles, it's about the depth of a relationship more than likely. Because Pentacles transcend Cups. Cups are the emotions, Wands are the excitement, Swords are the thoughts and ideas, and the Pentacles are the outcomes and the results of those things. So this person literally feels something quite strong, quite deep, and it's always been there, because we've got Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, for better, for worse. So for some of you guys, it might be a case with this Strength card, the advice card is hold in there. Don't give up just yet. okay? Because this is what really the Strength card is, that you'll overcome obstacles and it will lead you to success. So for some of you guys, it might be, the advice card is saying strength, hold in there. Don't give up so easily. So that's what I'm feeling with the reading. One is career, that you could still be in with the shop, with a particular job, but I feel it depends on somebody else bowing out. The second thing to say is love. Somebody's always been there with you. We got that 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, for better, for worse. They've always been there. The advice card could be have patience with strength, because this person has a meeting on their mind and it will come out of the blue. It will be a shock to you. It might be something that you just weren't expecting with that Wheel of Fortune, because you've got your back turned to that King of Pentacles. But he's definitely looking over at a relationship here, but he's struggling to come forward. It could be because he's in two minds. Could be around another person as well. The Queen of Wands. But he's definitely got his eye on you, I feel, in the month of October 2016. He might have blocked out the Queen of Wands. She might have blocked him out. Or he's in two minds. Maybe that's why he struggles. Because of the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can mean a dilemma. The advice card could be, well, you get with this person. Because the Strength card can also mean, in terms of love, two opposing forces come together in a very strong relationship. They might be very different as people, but they do get together, because the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles suggest for better, for worse. And this really is the card for better, for worse. So I feel that the month of October, Cancerians, is saying to hang in there over any situations, whether it's love or money situations, because they will get better. Okay, that's your reading. Let's get some cards on the go, angel cards. And what's the advice from the angels? Universe, Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Cancerians for this reading in the month of October 2016? What is the advice? 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 Angels, what advice do you have for the zodiac sign of Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of October 2016? If you believe, it says. So, let's have a look at what this says. What you need right now is faith. And strength can definitely be a card that represents having faith. Because it's having the faith to trust in the idea that we can overcome obstacles. That's what this lady does on strength. She has a very strong belief that she can overcome an obstacle, which is the Lion. What you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, but you must believe that it can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favour of a sunny outlook. The law of attraction brings to us what we expect to receive, which is interesting, because the Wheel of Fortune is definitely a law of attraction card. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall into doubt and don't believe our own self-worth, then our experiences will match out that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams. And that really is testament to this reading, definitely. Because it talks about hanging in there, okay? If there's something that you really believe in, something that you feel certain of, but you're allowing doubts to take over. The card strength for the advice card is telling you not to allow doubts to take over, because this lady is able to overcome her doubts. So the doubts are the Lion. She overcomes the obstacles. So I feel the advice is to hold in there. I just want to say one more thing about this reading. If there is a person around you, could be that you unexpectedly meet them. It could be that there is an unexpected development within the situation for you guys. I don't feel that you'll see all of it in the month of October, because you've got your back turned to that King of Pentacles. This is more about him than it is about you in a way. I feel that you have gone through a time, for some of you guys, of inner reflection with the Queen of Cups card, which is you. And therefore you're not seeing that this king is looking at a relationship. But he's struggling because he might be in two minds, and it might be around another person, the Queen of Wands. But he's definitely got you in his eye line because you're showing up in the reading. All right? I feel that this person is thinking about a meeting with you. Or, you know, the Wheel of Fortune preceding that Three of Pentacles is saying there are unexpected developments, maybe in a relationship, but you're not seeing it just as yet. Because this person here is looking at the Two of Cups, but he's struggling to come forward because he's in two minds with that Two of Swords, and it could be around another person. So the Strength card as advice could say, well, you still need to be patient around this situation. Okay? Your advice from the angels is if you believe. So if you believe that you and somebody else are really meant to be together, Cancerians, it could be so, definitely. But it's telling you not to go into the way of doubt, but to go in the way of hope and visualise a really good outcome. It might not happen all in October. I feel the energies are that this person potentially is thinking of coming back, but they're in two minds over something or someone else. That's your reading, Cancerians, for the month of October 2016. Sorry that it took a little bit of time to bring that to you. But I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. And I will speak to you guys. You've got your love reading also up, so check that out. But I'll see you guys in the month of November 2016. And have a great October. Take care.